Are you dreaming of building your dream kitchen and you're thinking about all those kitchen upgrades that you want to put into it? Well, think again, because there are certain kitchen upgrades that people end up having the biggest regrets on. And we're going to cover it today so you don't waste your time, money, or get frustrated. My name's Carrie, a designer here at Penny Modern, and I'm going to be covering the 5 kitchen upgrades that people regret the most, from mildly annoying to the most expensive and headache-inducing one at the end. Oh, and if you stay around till the end, I'm also going to give as a bonus 3 of the highest ROI or return on investment kitchen upgrades that are totally worth your money and might even increase the value of your home. So make sure you stay around for that. So picture this, you just finished cleaning your kitchen and getting it spick and span, and then in walks your kid and they get their peanut butter and jelly sandwich and they make it, and bam, there's fingerprints and there's smudges all over your shiny high gloss kitchen cabinet. Now imagine that happening every single day. That is what it's like having high gloss kitchen cabinets. Now those became very popular because they were a very modern and sleek look that a lot of people just wanted to have something different other than a shaker or a more traditional style cabinet. Here's why it's a regret: because every smudge, every scratch basically screams at you when you have a high gloss cabinet. Even Architectural Digest warns that they are a maintenance nightmare. If you are going to choose that more modern cabinet, which is the flat front cabinet, you want to choose a matte finish and not the high gloss, because otherwise you are going to see every little fingerprint. So that is my advice if you really want to do this. The other cabinet styles that are coming in style are right now the slim shaker, which is just a very slim ridge around the outside, or you can do the classic shaker cabinet. But again, if you want to do the flat front, don't do high gloss, make sure you get the matte. I did want to take a moment and thank our sponsor for sponsoring this video, and that is Caraway. I'm going to be talking about them in a little bit later. I once had a friend that got a brand new kitchen and spent a lot of money on her renovation, and she got her dream farmhouse sink. And you would think she would be super happy, but she wasn't. She said it became her worst cleaning nightmare because literally everything would stain it. She would get tons of stains in her sink and spend much of her time cleaning it and scrubbing it to get it to stay white. Farmhouse sinks have become very popular from different modern farmhouse style kitchens, but also people putting it in a more contemporary kitchen. And they are definitely beautiful, but there are some drawbacks, and here is why people regret them. A lot of it is the maintenance and the cleaning and having to keep it white, which is very different than having a stainless sink like I have, even though my sink is obviously very dated. It's got 3 buckets in it, but we are gonna do a renovation and everything. But I do like the fact that stainless, I feel like it's stainless. There's really no chance in staining it. So I definitely like a stainless sink, and I did have a bigger stainless sink that was like a large single basin one in my previous home. And that's probably what we'll get in this home. But the other issue with those heavy white farmhouse sinks are they're extremely heavy, which is why we chose not to get one in our last kitchen, because they had to do all this reinforcement because the sink is so heavy that it needs special reinforcement underneath the cabinet in order to make sure that it doesn't break your cabinets. So instead of a farmhouse sink that's the white kind, what do you think you should get instead? Well, you could get a stainless steel farmhouse style sink, which has the apron in the front and it's one big basin. Those are becoming very popular and you don't need a series of reinforcements. You could just get an undermount large sink that doesn't have the apron in front. And there are a variety of different sinks. Some stone sinks are becoming more popular where you have the same material as your countertop as inside your sink. To me personally, I think that would become a cleaning nightmare and also be prone to staining, but that's just me. And I would go with stainless, so that might be something to consider. Let me know down in the comments below if you would put a farmhouse sink in your kitchen. If not, what is your preferred type of sink? I'd love to know. Imagine drinking your cup of coffee in the morning and then putting your cup down to go do something else, and boom, you have a fresh new ring stain on your kitchen countertop. That is what it's like if you have dark countertops. Dark countertops have become extremely popular because people want that dark and moody vibe to their kitchen. So there's countertops like a darker quartz, a soapstone, dark granite, as well as a black marble. So depending on the finish you get, you can actually get a lot of stains. And that's why people don't like dark countertops after they actually install them and live with them for a while, because they look cool, but then the maintenance, there's some maintenance issues, as well as they really show every crumb, every speck of dirt, every fingerprint, all the dust and everything. It's hard to keep looking clean unless you're literally cleaning them all the time. Better Homes and Gardens says that many homeowners that pick dark countertops wish that they had gotten something lighter after living with it for a while. So what could you do instead? I definitely recommend a quartz. That is a great countertop. I have a granite and it's dated, and we are going to replace it with something else at some point. But the granite is actually, it hides all the dirt. So that is one pro of granite, although it is more dated right now. And I do recommend a quartz. And you also have things like quartzite. There's also marble, which is lighter, but that has its own maintenance issues. So personally, I recommend people to get a quartz. Some people are even looking into porcelain, which has a lot of really cool stone patterns, and it's definitely on the more affordable side. Make sure you hang in there for the end when I'm going to tell you all the upgrades that are actually worth your money. If you're thinking about doing kitchen upgrades, I have a kitchen upgrade that you're not going to regret, and that is this cookware from Caraway. So I am going to be honest, they did gift me this set, but I'm going to give you my fair and honest review. This is the 12-piece set cookware, and it includes a lot of stuff, guys. It's really cute. They come in all different colors. So the first thing, this is the Paracotta color, and they have blue, they have green, they have off-white, they have white, they have black, and they have all different kinds of colors of this cookware. And it has a large pan like the skillet, and then they have a saute pan, and then it's all ceramic and non-toxic, so you don't have to worry about those weird chemicals getting in your food. And then it has this really cool Dutch oven, and then it has a saucepan, and it actually comes with these really cool magnetic holders, so you could put this on your countertop and use it like a drying rack, or you could put it in a cabinet. And it comes with this really cool holder for your pots that you could hang up inside one of your cabinet doors. And here's the 3 different lids that comes with it. And it even comes with a little cleaning eraser so you can get off the marks. And I'm going to link to this down below. And I just want to say thank you to Caraway for sponsoring our video here. And if you're interested, check out the links below and you can see what they're all about. I had a client tell me that when it comes to kitchen islands, she always thought that bigger is always better. However, once she had a giant kitchen island inside of her home, she realized it was causing a giant traffic jam inside of her house. Large kitchen islands have become a very popular item and request in luxury kitchens especially, and now they're even having 2 large kitchen islands in some huge luxury homes, right? And I think when the average homeowner puts in a oversized kitchen island, the problem becomes, yes, it's great. It's a luxury statement. I think they're trying to say, hey, I've made it, and they want their kitchen to look really high end. But at the same time, when you think about the utility and the functionality, that's where it falls short. So there's especially a risk if you have a smaller kitchen and just like a normal sized home, having this huge oversized island is going to be making your kitchen actually feel smaller than it really is. And that's never good, right? You don't want your space to feel smaller. And also it's just, it becomes hard to clean. Like some of them you have to use a Swiffer to reach the middle. It's hard to pass things across the island. If you're cooking and people are sitting on the other side, it's hard to actually get them the plate or the food or whatever. And then it's also just creates kind of a hassle if it interrupts the flow of your work zone in terms of the kitchen triangle and how you're working. If you're having to walk all the way around your island and to go over to the fridge or whatever, and that is a problem. If your kitchen is not functional, that is a regret that many people have about this feature. What should you do instead of a super large kitchen island? Well, just pare it down, and also remember you want to have at least a 42 inches of clearance around the edge of your island and the cabinets or wall to make sure that you have plenty of room to go around the island. And it's just, the thing is, you want to make sure that you have a very functional layout, and the distance between your fridge, your sink, and your stove are not too crazy, and the island doesn't get in the way of that. Now we've gotten to that very expensive upgrade that I told you that can cost you thousands if you get it wrong. Make sure you hit the like button though if you're liking this content so far and it's giving you value, and that'll help other people just like you to find this video. I once knew a couple that had spent $10,000 on a luxury fridge. And because they were building their dream kitchen, they planned to live in that home forever, and it was something they really wanted. However, after the warranty was up, literally within a few months, the motor died, and it ended up being so expensive to fix that they had to just get a new fridge anyway, which is just awful. Many homeowners, when they are thinking about their dream kitchen, think about those upgraded appliances like a Wolf or a Sub-Zero, and they just think it's the ultimate in a statement of you've made it and you're keeping up with the Joneses and having this luxury kitchen. And a lot of them do have very nice features and they look really cool, but there are some things that people regret about getting those high-end appliances. Here's why people regret some of these purchases of the high-end appliances, and it's because they can be very expensive to repair if it's something not covered by the warranty, or if it's outside the warranty period, like that happened to my clients. And then there's also just the basics. The thing is, you're really not paying for higher performance on a lot of these. They perform very similarly to many mid-range appliances. And the other thing is, if you just have an average home and you're not in a really high-end expensive area, people don't expect you to have high-end appliances either, right? So if you ever were going to resell your home, just having mid-grade appliances would be just fine. And they really perform very similar to an expensive appliance. So why invest in those higher-end appliances when you can get a mid-grade one that performs just the same? So a lot of people, like a Bosch dishwasher is really considered a very great dishwasher. We got LG appliances for our range and for our fridge, which are performing just fine. I do have some reviews here on my channel of some of the appliances that we've had if you want to check those out. It's definitely best to stick to those mid-range appliances. If you get those high-end ones, it can cost $20,000, $30,000 or more just to get the appliances for your kitchen. So I definitely recommend just doing the middle of the road, and also always checking for reviews and consumer reports to see which ones are gonna last a long time. If you were gonna splurge on a luxury appliance, what would you splurge on? Would it be a really fancy stove, or would it be a really nice fridge? I wanna know down in the comments below what you would love to have in your dream kitchen. Now it's time for those kitchen upgrades that are a great investment and that could definitely help increase the value of your home, especially if you're looking to sell anytime soon. But first, if you're planning a kitchen makeover like I am, and I have a free gift for you. So it is a kitchen budgeting worksheet, and it actually will help you plan your project, and it's going to list out everything that you might need to spend money on for your kitchen project, like a kitchen renovation or even just a kitchen makeover. So you can make sure you capture everything and you know how much your project's gonna cost. It might help you be able to save money for your project and just know what you're getting into before you start. So get yours today at pennymodern.com/freebies, and that link is down in the description. So the first kitchen upgrade that is definitely a good ROI is painting your kitchen cabinets. So we just did this, and I have a video, I'll link it to it down below, how we painted our kitchen cabinets, and these were probably 10, 15, 20 years old, and they went from a reddish brown to this nicer gray color. So if you are thinking about selling your house, like this cost me less than $300 to paint these cabinets and put new hardware on. So I highly recommend it. It makes it look like a totally different kitchen, and it's a really good bang for your buck. Another hack that you can do to upgrade your kitchen, and that's gonna give you a very good return on your investment, is actually upgrading your countertops or changing out your countertops. So instead of ripping out all your cabinets and putting new ones in, you can just replace your countertops. So if you have dated granite like I do, or maybe you have a tiled countertop that's old, upgrading to a quartz countertop is going to be something that people really like. And they have so many different designs and patterns that you can choose on quartz. You can get very deep, dark veining. You can get very light veining. You can get all different kinds of designs on quartz, and it's a great return on investment. It's going to help increase the value of your home. The next kitchen upgrade that is a really great bang for your buck is actually changing out your hardware. So we had some very dated brushed nickel with ornate, intricate designs, not the nicest and very dirty. And we didn't upgrade, we just swapped out for some hardware I found on Amazon. So this is a really easy change, pretty much anybody could do. And you can just swap out that hardware. And if you could upgrade your hardware and do like real brass or a polished nickel and get something that's a little bit nicer quality, because you're gonna be touching that all the time, something heavy, something nice, and something that's gonna last a really long time. And that's gonna be a great upgrade for your kitchen cabinet hardware that's going to give you a better ROI, and you don't have to replace your whole kitchen to do that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to learn how to decorate your home like a pro on a budget you can actually afford, because that's what we're all about here at Penny Modern. If you're thinking about doing your kitchen update and you want to get more inspiration and more information on the latest in kitchen trends, you should watch this next video, which is the kitchen trends for 2025 that you need to know now. So watch this next. Make sure you download your kitchen budget worksheet, and that's at pennymodern.com/freebies, and I'll see you in the next video.